Please help me in welcoming Belle Yoeli. Yes, indeed. A triple major in political science, Judaic studies, and Spanish. Belle Yoeli will be serving as our student speaker today. Belle is an active member of the Binghamton University community. She's currently president of Hillel at Binghamton and a member of the Binghamton Vibrations a cappella group. Belle, will you please come forward?
Thank you, Dean McCall. Buenos días y bienvenidos a la Universidad de Binghamton para la ceremonia de la graduación de la clase de 2014. Good morning. I'm sure you're all wondering why on earth I just began this speech in Spanish. I promise you'll understand why in a few moments, but for now, I just want you to hold on to that sensation of feeling surprised by what just happened. I'd like to welcome you all to this very exciting day. Family, friends, esteemed guests, professors, and staff, I'd like to not only welcome you, but to thank you on behalf of the class of 2014 for all that you have done and continue to do for us. We are truly grateful, as we know that we could not have made it to this day without your guidance and support. Let's give them a round of applause. Mom, Dad, and to my family and friends in this room, thank you really isn't enough to describe my appreciation for you. I'm so unbelievably lucky to have you in my life. Basically, I love you, but there are no buts this time. Wait, actually I lied. Mom, I love you, but please try to hold your tears back for at least 5 minutes so that you can hear my speech, okay? I can see I'm already too late, sorry. To my fellow graduates, an extra special welcome. But let's be real. This has been our home for several years. You don't need a welcoming from me. Instead, I thought I'd get my a cappella group to come up here and sing you a congratulatory song, but that turned out to be too logistically difficult. So for now, I'll just say job well done and move on. It's hard to believe that just a few years ago, Binghamton was our next step in life. The place we were so excited to experience, filled with nerves, expectations, and a jumbled up mix of emotions. I want to take you back to my senior year of high school, when my Binghamton experience first began. Bing was the first college that I visited, and quite honestly, my mom had to work really hard to convince me to even consider it as an option. My dad and I drove up on a snowy day, and as a New York City kid, I thought to myself, what is this Binghamton place? Despite the day's gloomy weather and my equally gloomy attitude, I was more than pleasantly surprised. There was something alluring about this place. Throughout the admissions presentation and our tour of the campus, I began to see myself as a Binghamton student. My gut told me that this is where I had to be, and very quickly, Binghamton rose to the top of my list. I was never able to fully grasp what attracted me so strongly to this place. But now that I've spent 4 years here, I think I finally understand it and can articulate it properly. It's the same feeling I got in one of my first classes here. Let me set the scene. The professor walks into the 300-person lecture and begins to conduct the class in Spanish. This is not a Spanish class, so those of us who speak Spanish are quite amused, and everyone else is absolutely terrified. This goes on for about 10 minutes until the professor stops, looks at us, and says, if you thought this was going to be just any other 8:30 a.m. introductory class, you were wrong. A wave of relief and excitement spreads throughout the room. My only thought is, wow. And let me tell you, the wows did not stop there. There are a lot of typical wow moments in college. When you get an amazing grade on a test you thought you probably failed, wow. When you hit that epically clutch winning shot in a beer pong game, wow. Just wow. Or when President Obama pops in for a visit. Okay, that's not so typical, but it's still definitely a wow. We've all experienced wow moments like these, and they were awesome. But I think the Binghamton wow factor goes beyond the individual moments that make up a college experience. The Binghamton Wow is the constant, thriving phenomenon that is the Binghamton University experience as a whole. Wow is our brilliant and dynamic faculty. Our professors see student success as an essential component of their personal achievement. They get to know us and befriend us. They see us not just as kids that they teach, but as young adults from whom they could also learn. Wow is our sense of community. Yes, despite our undefeated football team, pride and unity thrive on all levels. It's the connection we feel to our living communities and the RAs who work tirelessly to make us feel safe and at home. It's the students and community members who show up at every single sporting event to cheer on the Bearcats. It's the 23 student groups and 275 students who come together to celebrate new partnerships and cultural diversity over a Shabbat dinner. WOW is diversity in all its forms on this campus, but more specifically, the diversity of ideas and perspectives. As a Jewish student from New York City, I never thought I'd find myself in Binghamton, New York, sitting in a classroom with Turkish and Palestinian students, studying and engaging in dialogue about the Arab-Israeli conflict. Not only does Binghamton encourage diversity, it values it. It promotes opportunities through which students can develop more understanding of the beliefs of others. As a result of these opportunities, we have become the well-rounded, open-minded, and more tolerant individuals we are today. Finally, we, the students, are the quintessential wow of Binghamton. It's the students who spend countless hours in rehearsal or practice, yet still find time to tutor their peers. Or those among us who manage to maintain those elusively high GPAs while working multiple jobs. Wow are the student leaders who need no introduction. Their hard work and dedication make up the true essence of this university. As president of Hillel, the Jewish Student Union, I found myself constantly in awe of the capabilities of students. I witnessed those special moments in which followers became leaders, and leaders discovered that sometimes they need to follow in order to truly lead. I saw collaborations turn into camaraderie. I watched as students pushed for dialogue in place of debate. Binghamton students do it all and approach everything with such passion that can only be described as wow. My fellow graduates, I want to leave you with one last and perhaps the most important wow. Wow is that we can look toward the future with a sense of calm and assurance. For after spending enough time here, the Binghamton wow is now a part of each and every one of us. We helped to define the wow, to sustain it, and to cultivate it, and now it is something we will carry with us into the future. I'm confident that we will use the wow that we have inherited to pursue our goals, to inspire, and to help bring out the wow in others. Congratulations again to the class of 2014. I really do apologize for saying wow so many times, but let's all bask in the wow of this day and the true wow that is each and every one of us. Thank you.